Here are some common money traps that you may want to avoid in your 20s. Number 1. Credit card debt. Credit cards can be a useful financial tool, but it's important to use them responsibly. There are certain reasons why credit card debt is certainly a money trap, and it's in your best interest to be wary of it. Credit card interest rates are often higher than the interest rates on other types of loans, such as personal loans or mortgages. This means that if you carry a balance on your credit card from month to month, you'll end up paying more interest charges over time. Furthermore, credit card companies often set the minimum monthly payments at a level that is designed to keep you in debt for a long time. If you only make the minimum payment each month, you'll take a longer time to pay off your debt and you'll end up paying more interest charges. Another important thing to be careful about is compounding interest. Credit card interest is often compounded, which means that the interest you pay is added to your balance each month. This means that the longer you carry a balance on your credit card, the more interest you will accrue, and the harder it will be to pay off your debt. Credit card debt can be especially difficult to pay if you have multiple credit cards with high balances, or if you have other types of debt, such as student loans or mortgage. It can be easy to get caught up in a cycle of paying off one credit card with another, making it hard to get out of debt. To avoid falling into a credit card debt trap, it's important to only charge what you can afford to pay off in full each month, and to avoid taking on more debt than you can handle. It's also a good idea to shop around for credit cards with low interest rates and pay off your balances as quickly as possible to minimize the amount of interest you pay. Number 2. Student loan debt. In the modern world of the 21st century, student loans are, no doubt, a necessary financial tool in order to pay for higher education. But it's important to borrow responsibly and make sure you understand the terms of your loan. Some student loans have high interest rates, which means you'll pay more in interest charges over time if you carry a balance on your loan. Moreover, student loans often have a long repayment period, which means you may be paying off your debt for many years. This can make it hard to save money or pay off other debts. In addition, the debt can be especially difficult to pay off if you have multiple loans with high balances, or if you have other types of debt, such as credit card debt or a mortgage. It can be easy to get caught up in the cycle of paying off one loan with another, making it hard to get out of debt. Depending on the type of student loan you may have limited options for repayment. For example, you may be required to make fixed monthly payments regardless of your income or financial circumstances. In order to avoid falling into such a trap, it's important to borrow only what you need for education expenses and to shop around for loans with low interest rates. It's also a good idea to pay off your balances as quickly as possible to minimize the amount of interest you pay. Number 3. Get-rich-quick schemes. Get-rich-quick schemes are often marketed as easy ways to make a lot of money quickly, but they are often scams or illegal activities that can result in financial loss or legal consequences. Some common get-rich-quick schemes to avoid include Ponzi or pyramid schemes. These schemes rely on the recruitment of new members to generate profits, rather than any legitimate business activity. They often promise high returns with little or no risk, but eventually collapse, leaving most participants with financial losses. Investment scams. Investment scams may involve fake or fraudulent investment opportunities, such as fake cryptocurrencies, real estate scams, or oil or gas ventures. These scams often use high-pressure sales tactics to convince people to invest money without fully disclosing the risks involved. Work from home or employment scams. These scams may involve offers for easy work-from-home jobs or opportunities to make money through secret shoppers or data entry positions. However, these scams often require you to pay a fee up front or ask for personal information, such as your bank account or social security number, and may not result in actual income. Avoid any get-rich-quick scheme that may seem too good to be true. Here are some common money traps to avoid in your 30s. Number 1. Predatory lending. Predatory lending is a type of lending in which lenders take advantage of borrowers by charging high fees or interest rates, or by providing loans with terms that are not in the borrower's best interest. First off, predatory lenders may charge high fees or interest rates that make it difficult for borrowers to pay off their loans. This can result in financial hardships and make it hard to get out of debt. Moreover, they may provide loans with terms that are not affordable for the borrowers, such as requiring a high down payment or setting a repayment schedule that is not realistic based on the borrower's income and expenses. This can result in default and financial problems for the borrower. This kind of lender may hide fees or terms in fine print of a loan agreement, making it difficult for borrowers to understand the full cost of the loan. This can lend to unexpected expenses and financial problems for the borrower. Predatory lenders may target vulnerable borrowers such as those with low income, poor credit, or limited financial knowledge. These borrowers may be more likely to accept loan terms that are not in their best interest because they are desperate for credit or do not fully understand the risks involved. It's important to thoroughly research any loan or mortgage product before committing to it and consider seeking advice from a financial advisor or attorney. Number 2. Impulse purchases. Impulse purchases are unplanned, spontaneous purchases that are driven by emotion or desire for instant gratification. While it can be fun to treat yourself to something you want, impulse purchases can be a money trap because they can lend to overspending and further financial problems. It's important to note that impulse purchases can add up quickly and can put a strain on your budget if you're not careful. This can make it hard to save money or pay off debts. Moreover, they can distract from important financial goals such as saving for retirement or paying off debts. If you are consistently making impulse purchases, it may be hard to make progress in your financial goals. Impulse purchases can sometimes lead to buyer's remorse or the feeling of regret after making a purchase. This can be frustrating and may cause you to feel like you wasted your money. It can be helpful to make a budget and stick to it. You can also try waiting a day or two before making a large purchase to see if you still want it, and consider setting limits for yourself on how much you're willing to spend on impulse purchases. It can also be helpful to have a specific financial goal in mind, such as saving for a down payment on a home or paying off debt, to help you stay focused and avoid unnecessary spending. Number 3. Overspending on housing. Overspending on housing, such as buying a more expensive home or taking out a larger mortgage than you can afford, can be a money trap because it can leave you with little room in your budget for other expenses or leave you vulnerable to financial hardships if interest rates rise or income decreases. If you're spending a large portion of your income on housing, it can be hard to save money for other financial goals, such as saving for retirement or building up an emergency fund. If you are overspending on housing, you may not have enough money left to cover other expenses, such as groceries, utilities, or insurance. This can make it hard to make ends meet and can lead to financial problems. Moreover, you may be vulnerable to financial hardships if interest rates rise or the value of your home decreases. This can make it hard to sell your home or refinance your mortgage if you need to. Carefully consider your budget and financial goals before making a household decision. You can also consider working with a financial advisor or mortgage broker to help you find a home that fits your budget and to explore options for financing that are affordable for you. It's also a good idea to be aware of market trends and to be prepared for changes in the housing market that may affect your financial situation. Money traps to avoid in your 40s. Number 1. Undersaving for retirement. Undersaving for retirement can be a trap if it leaves you with insufficient funds to retire comfortably. To avoid this trap, be sure to save a portion of your income for retirement each month and consider working with a financial advisor to help you plan for your retirement. Number 2. Prioritizing your children's education over your retirement. Prioritizing your children's education over your retirement can result in you not having enough money saved for your own retirement. If you're focusing all of your financial resources on your children's education, you may not have enough money saved for your own retirement. This can make it difficult for you to retire comfortably and may require you to work longer or rely on other sources of income to retire. Moreover, you may have to make sacrifices in your retirement lifestyle, such as downsizing your home, cutting back on travel or hobbies, or reducing your standard of living. Money traps to avoid in your 50s. Number 1. Not taking care of your health. Not taking care of your health can result in unexpected medical expenses and lost income due to illness or injury. If you're not taking care of your own health, you may be more likely to experience health problems or injuries that require medical attention. This can result in high medical bills and other expenses, such as prescription drugs or medical supplies. If you're unable to work due to an illness or injury, you may lose the income that you rely on to pay your bills and meet your financial obligations. This can make it difficult to make ends meet and can put a strain on your financial situation. Hence, it's important to take the steps to maintain your health, such as exercising regularly, eating a healthy diet, and getting regular checkups and screenings. Number 2. Not diversifying your investments. Not diversifying your investments can expose you to excessive risks and result in financial losses. When you invest in a single asset or narrow range of assets, you're taking on more risk because you are not spreading out your risk across a diverse portfolio. This can result in significant losses if the value of those assets decrease. In addition, you may experience significant financial loss if the value of your investments decrease. This can make it harder to recover from those losses and may impact your long-term financial goals. Plus, you may be missing out on opportunities to invest in a wider range of assets that could potentially provide higher returns or be less risky. Consider a range of investment options and create a diverse portfolio that includes a mix of assets such as stocks, bonds, and cash to avoid it. By avoiding these and other money traps, you can better protect your financial well-being and set yourself up for long-term financial success. If you're ever unsure about an investment or financial decision, it's always a good idea to do your research and seek the advice of a financial professional. What do you think about these money traps? Write down in the comments.